The cell and Icona fell after 3 days. Our little group alone made more than 50 attacks during that time, and I raised the purity of all my patterns to 99% and stocked up a healthy reserve of both yin and yang chakra in the process. When we finally heard the announcement that the cities had fallen and that the Order of Leo was victorious, we sighed with relief. These days of battle had been utterly exhausting. I was sitting next to a tree, listening to Dami's rapturous shouting, when Violetta approached me. Her expression as she looked at me was one of respect. Mind you, the entire unit considered me and Olivator to be absolutely ferocious fighters. We had both shown our skill during the group's sorties. Olivator repeated my earlier feat several times. That is, he took out all the 4-attribute ghouls in an enemy group single-handedly, using only a sword and a shield. His talent as a fighter was simply unbelievable. "They want to see you," said Violetta. "I'm sending you to the House of Lords in 10 minutes. "Got it," I said as I stood up. After so many battles, our little group had grown much closer. I quickly went around and exchanged warm goodbyes with everyone, before Violetta teleported Boris and me to the House of Lords, where we were greeted by our friend the gnome. "Little half-man!" Boris greeted him with a happy shout. "You're expected." The gnome ignored him. He looked extremely serious. "Little half-man, I'm a swordsman now," Boris crowed. The gnome just snorted with contempt. I couldn't help noting that the pig had never once used the sword in an actual battle. He seemed to consider it more of a toy than an actual serious weapon. "Wait for me outside," I said to Boris. With a grunt, he leapt off my head and onto the ground.